everybody, it's Maribelle, and I am coming to you with another scrapbook layout. This layout I did at a crop, so I am doing a video speed up with a voiceover. So this layout is of my daughter Mariela and Elijah, and it was their first day back to school. So I came to this layout, to this crop with some papers already cut out. Didn't quite know what I was going to do with them, but I liked the apple paper. I wanted to do some misting around the apples, so I am using Mr. Huey's color mist, and the color is peppermint. And I got this. This was part of my haul that I got from Tuesday morning. And I just love this. And this red comes out so deep. So it's a nice deep red. And so I just squirted around the middle. I knew the paper was going to hide it. So I just, I didn't spray the whole area, just the part that I knew was going to be around the paper. I don't know where that paper is from. It's one of those papers that I've had forever. I usually don't scrapbook in themes, but I knew I have kids who go to school, so I knew I needed some apples. Now the other papers are from a 6x6 paper stack from American Craft. And that is it's called Everyday. So I just thought those colors would be good with the colors that they were wearing. So you'll see I have some blue stars, yellow stripes, and it's like a lined paper, but not bright white because I didn't want it to blend in with the white into the white 12 by 12 paper. So there I am putting down my photos with the paper. I knew that I wanted the apples to be on the bottom and the other paper to be part of the background. I just didn't know quite how I wanted it to be. I'm not one of those people who measures, so I can't even tell you what size those papers are. I just started cutting and what I thought would look good. But here I am just trying to figure out the way I wanted my pattern paper. I didn't do them directly up and down. They're kind of crooked on the sides, or slanted, like the ones on the sides were slanted in. And then I wanted the pictures to be just slightly lower, but going straight up and down. So in that picture, my daughter, this was actually the last year that my son and daughter were in school together. It was kind of sad because they'll never be at school again together. There's a 4-year age difference. So my daughter was in the 6th grade and my son was in the 2nd. So, she watched out for him, and he loved seeing his sister. They never really hung out, but they kept an eye out for each other. And so there I am putting down the pictures. You'll see that I did trim the pictures. I want to say I trimmed them to either 2 inches each or 3 inches each. I can't remember. But it just had too much background. Off to the left there, I am doing a rub-on. And that is an old rub-on. And it kind of looked like lined paper to me, or notebook paper. So I started rubbing it on with my rub-on tool. It took quite a bit of time, so I kind of fast forwarded there, and not all of it stuck all the way, and that's fine. It kind of gave it that messy look. But I think I added a little something that it needed. These embellishments, again, I've had these forever. They were actually part of a packet that had some other embellishments that I had used a long time ago. So these are just kind of like leftover stickers. And you'll see that they're puffy, so they're like a felt type of sticker. And it says, I love school. And I'm trying to use the other stickers because I don't use, I don't like to have leftovers. I just kind of throw it away. And I don't know, silly me, I thought this was either a rub-on or a sticker. I don't know what I had thought. And then I figured out, hello, this is not a rub-on or a sticker. It is a vellum, just with some writing on it. And it just gave the definition of what it means, what back to school means. And it actually just gives a definition of back to school. So I end up adhering it to the side there with a little adhesive. And then you'll see that I am almost at the end of the scrapbook layout. I'm adding some embellishments. I got that that tag. There's a little notebook and a little die that says, "You are my A plus." And that bus there is actually a button. And I love to use buttons on my scrapbook layouts, but you do need to make sure that if you're going to use it, that you don't use regular adhesive, that you need some type of more stronger glue. So I think I end up using that reptile glue for that bus. So here I am just trying to see what else it needs. And so, I don't usually journal that much. Usually it's just the date because I hate my handwriting and I'm the worst speller ever. But like I said, this was kind of a sentimental picture because this is the last year that my daughter and son were in the same school together. So I just kind of, I wanted to do more than just write the date on there. And then, so I'm done journaling and I'm trying to figure where I want my bus. You'll see there I have a little baggie of buttons. Now I like the buttons that have there's like so many types of fancy buttons. So there's like a stack of books, there's a pencil, an apple, and then the bus. I think I even had another bus in that little baggie there, but I didn't want to overdo it, so I just used the one bus. That tool there removes the back of the button, so that way it's easier to adhere to a flat surface. And there I go using the reptile glue. And the way I opened it, a lot comes out, so you just gotta be careful, when you open it. But it works really good and it dries clear, so you don't have to worry about it coming off the sides. And then, so I think I put a little apple there, and then what I'm holding in my hand right now is a pencil. It just had too much glue, so I decided to take some of it off, even though it's going to dry clear. But I don't know, I didn't want it to run onto the words there. And then I'm just kind of taking my last looks. I accidentally write the date in regular pen, which is really not what I wanted to do. So you'll see later that I go over it with regular pen. I'm sorry, with scrapbooking pen. A little more darker, a little more, just looks better. And then I'm just giving my last looks. I'm pressing down on the buttons to make sure they're nice and dry. The apple there was still a little wet. And thank you for watching.